they were.
Past lives.
But I knew it was me. I absolutely knew that what they were showing me was me, because I got extremely emotional, and by the time this whole process finished, I knew the next scene that I was going to see. And by the time it was over, I was crying, because I knew that what they were showing was me. And I know that that you have a lot of people who are that listen to your show that are steeped in religion, and a lot of people have a difficult time with the concept of reincarnation. Well, it's a reality for me.
I don't have a problem with it.
Okay, good. It's a reality.
As a matter of fact, actually, there was a vote taken by human beings at some point. Reincarnation was originally, I understand, in the Bible.
Yes, sir. It was until about 545.
Until men voted it out.
The Vatican did.
Yeah, I know. So I don't have a problem with it. I never have. I think reincarnation probably is absolutely true. But the implication of what you're saying is that the Andromedans know the answer to life's most puzzling questions, which are, of course, whether we survive in some way physical death, whether we, in fact, do have souls. I mean, all of these questions, they obviously have the answers to, or they could not have given you a review of all your past lives. What did you see? Can you kind of give us a thumbnail sketch?
Oh, I saw a lot of warrior. I saw a lot of persecution where I had been persecuted. I saw a lot of children. I saw lives where I had drowned. I saw fire, volcano, dinosaur, extraterrestrial craft shooting, flying over the desert, shooting at people, blowing them away. A lot of it was Earth history, but not all of it. Some of it had to do with our solar system, including Mars, and including Venus as well.
Are you sure? Now, here's a question that I really have to ask. You're out in a field.
Yeah.
Are you sure that you didn't take a serious fall and whack your head like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz? And I've got to ask.
And click my heels 3 times?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, no, sir, I haven't. I consider myself a pretty grounded person. And, it's everybody's choice to believe it or not. I'm just here to relay the information. And I realize that part of this has to do with who the messenger is. But, the truth is, it's not about me at all. I agreed to do this. I should have read the fine print way back when before I agreed to do it, because it has caused a lot of hassles in my life.
I'm sure it has.
But I wouldn't trade a moment of it. I have really come to love these people, and I feel blessed, Art, because I have a whole totally different perspective about our race, and I have something else to compare it to. And I want to cover as much information as we can tonight, because I don't know if I'll ever be back on the show.
Right, we've got plenty of time.
But
all right, since that first contact,
yes, sir.
How many additional contacts, or is it uncountable, have you had with the Andromedans?
I stopped counting at 279. Let me just explain something here. It has not been continuous. There have been stretches of years where there's been no contact. And in truth, there's no pattern to it whatsoever. I will have 3 in a week, I will have 2 in a month, and then I'll have nothing for 6 months or 8 months.
What's it been like lately?
I've not had a contact in 6 weeks.
6 weeks?
Yeah.
Not that long ago. All right. If I were to ask, what is the reason or reasons for their contact with you, how would you respond?
Well, I would say I'm not the only one. there are at least three others that I know of, on being the fourth.
Okay.
One in South America, one in Asia, and one in Europe. The reason I have been told is apparently they come from the future. Apparently something that happens in our time continuum, not only our solar system, but 21 other solar systems, affects the destiny of our galaxy. Apparently what happened in their time, which is our future, is that suddenly tyranny began to reign in our galaxy. And as many extraterrestrial races have time travel capabilities, they have come back to find out where the significant events occurred to make that shift into tyranny in our galaxy.
So they're watching Clinton closely.
They're watching everybody. They're watching everybody closely. And again, like I said, it's not just our solar system, it's 21 others as well.
Tyranny.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So are they attempting to manipulate what's going on in this timeline?
Yes, sir, there's been intervention.
There has been intervention.
Yes, sir. And there will be more.
All right, let me be clear about this. You said these are Andromeda. In other words, they come from...
They're a human race that come from a solar system that is called Zenithé. It is a small solar system whose star circles around a larger star called Mirage in the Andromedan constellation.
How many light years from us would that be?
It is approximately 623 million light years.
623 million light years?
Yes.
Wow. So they not only have come to us through space, but through time as well.
That is correct.
Do you know the manner of their... People will say that those distances cannot be traversed. So how do they come through both time and space to us?
Well, if you're still running on gasoline engines and fossil fuel engines, of course you would say that it's impossible. But if you were to go to ask some of the scientists at Area 51 who have, or those in Denmark and those in Finland who have taken extraterrestrial craft apart, they know for a fact that you can do it. How they do it is they fold space. It's very similar to the Pleiadian technology, except the Andromedans specifically use a lot of holographic technology as well.
Well, I'm well familiar with the concept of folding space.
Yes, sir.
People like Bob Lazar have talked about that on the one side. People like Michio Kaku, a theoretical physicist at New York City University that I've interviewed many times, talks about that. What they say is that would, they think, be possible, but would require enormous amounts of power.
Well, based on our concept of where energy and power comes from, yes. We look at a technology to create that type of energy. When, in fact, the Andromedans, like many of the other extraterrestrial races who are far more advanced than we are technologically and, spiritually, if you want to use that expression, they use the energy that is available in every single atom, which permeates not only what we call third density, but fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th, and as well as 11th density.
Okay.
All right. Everybody has this concept that, fourth and fifth density, there's no physicality. In reality, Art, there is physicality.
When you're talking about densities, are you talking about dimensions?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
We're saying the same thing, but we use different expressions.
Okay, I just want to be sure. Dr. Kaku theorizes 10 or 11 dimensions or more.
The Andromedans said that there have been 11, and as of March 23rd, 1994, a energy frequency which contains sound and color and space started permeating from all the black holes on that date in our linear time.
Wow.
and it's adding a holographic imprint, which is encompassing not only the 11, but it is adding a 12th.
So
you use the term the quickening.
So then the process, the virtual process of creation, and that's what that is, continues.
Yes, sir. It sure does. Because that's what we do. That's what all of us do, whether we're on Earth or on other planets, is we create. That's how we discover who we are. The problem is, if you don't manage your consciousness, you'll create something you may not be happy with.
Yeah, well, we may be in this dimension doing that right now, creating something that we're not so happy with.
This is true, but we've had a lot of help being pushed in that direction. We really have. We've been led, literally by the nose, to self-destruction. And, we're heading in that direction pretty fast.
We do appear to be at the edge of the abyss.
Now, we have a little bit, if left to our own demise,